everyone, how are you? Here is my audience. And then today I would like to introduce to you the self-disreferency theory. I have a hard time pronouncing that, sorry. It is what I think is a very interesting topic. So the hypotheses of this topic, written by the psychologist E. Torrey Higgins, offers insightful information on how we perceive ourselves, feel, and behave. So in this speech, I'm going to explain the theory's fundamental ideas, and comprehend the ramifications that it has, including all of our daily lives. So the self-disreferency theory's core idea is that each of us have a variety of self-representations and standards that we use to evaluate ourselves. The actual self and the ideal self are the two main categories that this criteria falls under. The qualities and traits we think we currently possess are referred to as the actual self, whereas qualities and traits we aspire to be and wish to be are referred to as the ideal self. According to this theory, the difference between these self-representations leads to particular emotional states. We feel dejected or dissatisfied and very sad when there is a difference between our real selves and our ideal selves. In today's society, there are so many high standards that can easily put a person down, whether it's beauty standards with whoever has the biggest lip and the smallest waist, or if it's academically with who has the highest degree and who makes the most money. This phenomenon is called the ideal self-disreferency. On the other hand, we feel guilty and very anxious and agitated when there's a difference between our actual self and our ought self, which stands in for the qualities and traits we should have. It's known as the out self-disreferency. Now, if we take a moment to pause and really think about how this theory can relate to our everyday lives, each of us can relate to something, to certain ideas, objectives, and goals. Naturally, there's going to be a difference between where we are now and where we want to be. That's for everyone. For example, think about a student. We're all students who strive for excellent academic accomplishments, but are always falling short of that target. Demotivation, low self-esteem, emotions of disappointment might result from the consequences from the ideal self-disreferency. Similar to this, someone who feels that they should be giving up, should be more giving or involved in society, may feel anxious and guilty when they don't live up to their ideals. Social media also plays a huge role in this. Everyone that is online are trying to post what they think is their ought self. They're trying to post what they want everyone to see, make it seem like their life is. As many people say, fake it until you make it. They start posting and making like it seem like they have the perfect life. And according to the Frontiers article written by John Hu, he found that players with lower psychology well-being are more likely to experience greater virtual self-disreferency. They tend to create favorable game characters that are similar to the ideal self. And virtual self-disreferency can induce negative gaming experiences, such as negative experiences in self-preference. And also another example of how social media greatly affects this theory is when people perceive self-disreferency and experience negative emotions. Some people tend to edit their photos to reduce actual ideal self-disreferency and measure self-image. For example, Yang 2021 in the article suggests that a higher level of body image self-disreferency will lead to a stronger intention for editing photos, which editing photos is a huge thing. Nowadays, everyone in the world edits their photos. Everyone who posts on social media edits their photos so that they think they can get more comments and likes, because the more comments and likes you have, the more prettier you are, or the more popular, and that gives people a good feeling and people crave that attention and want it so bad. We may be able to better manage these emotional states if we comprehend and accept the actual self-disreferency idea and concept and theory. It gives us a reason to examine how we portray ourselves and spot the discrepancies between our true selves, our ideal selves, and our ought selves. And by recognizing these differences, we can acquire understanding of the feelings they arouse and the effect that they have on our motivation and well-being. This also offers a foundation for self-control and personal development. It motivates us to aim for self-improvement while maintaining reasonable expectations and goals, instead of focusing on only an idolized version of ourselves. We can enjoy our accomplishments along the way and keep our eyes on the small steps forward, because every small step counts to the main goal that we want, leading to a more satisfying and purpose-driven life by being consistent with our beliefs and ideals. The self-discrepancy theory provides an insightful perspective on our self-perception, feelings, and motivation. In conclusion, we can negotiate the emotional difficulties brought on these inconsistencies by knowing our actual self, our ideal self, and ought self, and knowing the differences between the three, and knowing that there's a goal, there's where you're at right now, and not to put yourself down when you don't reach that goal, because that goal is going to take time. So I think that we should all accept this philosophy as a method for introspection, self-improvement, and the search in which everyone needs a more genuine and satisfied life. Thank you.